The girls have been learning about Chinese New Year. When is Chinese New Year? When is Chinese New Year?
Maddie just said it does it change?
It changes every year.
I don't know. Subs, do you know? Do you know why the day changes? I know, but I don't think you
I
know.
can't remember because they were going really fast with that.
Were they?
Subs, do you know why Chinese New Year? But is it like any? Isn't it like every day of the year changes every year because it's a day later? Is that what they mean?
I think it's something to do with
The sun, the moon.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it?
It's something to do with the sun and the moon.
Something to do with the first moon. I think it's something like the first full moon of the first. It's whenever the dog eclipses the pig on the in the astrological map of the panhandle.
Well, did you find out what you are?
I'm a pig.
I was
Do you
going
know
to
what
say
you
that.
are?
I'm a dog.
Oh, you definitely.
I'm definitely a
How
dog.
has it worked out? Is it worked out the year you're born
Yeah.
or the month? The year.
I love Chinese New Year. I used to love going into Chinatown. The problem now is in London, like everything that's good or interesting, is it's so busy that you just can't get near to. But do you remember one year we went into Chinatown and they had the dragons running around and people dressed as dragons? Yeah, it's great fun.
Do you want to go up to Chinatown? Oh no,
It's already happened, Chinese New Year.
does it? When does it happen?
Oh, Happy New Year. Chinese.
Happy New Year.
When was Chinese New Year then?
Bao Chow, I think it is Happy New Year.
Sorry, say that again.
Bao Chow Hao Fao or something like that.
Oh, really? I've just realised what your top reminds me of, Nat. No. Shazam.
Shazam.
The new,
Danny's just waiting upstairs.
Oh, okay.
the new DC character. Was that your friend?
Yeah.
I'm going to come up and talk to you because I want to be friends.
Mark has just informed me that what's he done? Not eaten a single thing. What's that? Very silly. Why? Because nobody can survive on no food, and you will end up binging if you don't
But
eat.
if you're out and about, what can you eat? I can't get the answer on this.
All
'cause
that you anything
everything
apart
is salad.
from
Everyone online keeps telling me if you eat salad, you're not.
no, it's fine.
Keto.
Anything except rice, bread, potatoes, spaghetti, pasta. You can have vegetables. We're not doing proper keto. You're just having protein and vegetables.
So when I'm working in somewhere like Crystal Palace, I'm telling you now, there is nothing.
Eggs and
up
bacon.
there. Eggs and bacon.
Yeah, perfect. And look what we've got here. Loads of chicken. You could have had that.
I wasn't here.
It wasn't.
I wasn't.
Oh, you were. But why didn't you have some before you went out in the morning?
Because it was early morning. You don't fancy chicken in the morning. It's odd. Why does this bottle
Very naughty.
I keep trying to throw this bottle away, and someone keeps rescuing it. It's so bizarre.
Maybe somebody likes it because it's pretty.
I've got a great shock horror story today. Well, shock horror. So, man goes into doctors with agonising pain in his nose.
Is this true?
Yeah. Agonising pain in his nose, and the doctor sends him off, and he goes for surgery, and they pull a fully formed tooth out of his nostril.
Oh!
It had grown there. It had grown there for years. And apparently there are countless people walking this
see how that could happen.
this planet. Well, my mum's
I saw a video
yes.
last night of a man having a leech pulled out of his nose.
Oh!
Well, it'd been living in his brain.
So far up, they stuck this thing up his nose and they pull it out and it's this massive leech.
Did you hear my story about the
Do you
tooth?
think it was real?
Huh? 100% is in a doctor's room and they're filming it and they tug it out and it's this massive black leech.
Did you hear my story about the
Yeah,
tooth
the
up the
tooth,
nostril?
yeah.
But
But you
mum,
can grow teeth under your arm.
you can grow teeth anywhere. Apparently,
you can.
there are countless people. This is the statistic that came out of it. Is there are thousands of people who don't realise that a pain or a lump or something in their head or part of their anatomy is a tooth.
Wow.
You can grow teeth anywhere. My mum's brother grew a tooth out of the top roof of his mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose you. Yeah, that's.
Think about it.
Believable.
Believable?
Think about it.
Think about it.
I love the way Maddie just came in with a horrifying fact and
Yeah.
left.
I know, I love that. Pulling a leech out. What's that thing that your mum had that they pulled out of her?
She had
Is it a tapeworm?
a massive tapeworm.
Now, how
She
big?
had to go to the hospital for tropical diseases, and they were so excited because they don't often see them. And they gave her this stuff,
I'm worried I've got one.
and she had to poo until it came out. And she,
Ah.
yeah.
Apparently they can go into your brain.
Oh yeah, they can.
Is that
Oh,
right?
oh, yeah.
They crawl up through your body and into your brain.
They can.
I'm worried I've got one. Sometimes when I think I can't lose weight, I think I might have a curled up anaconda-sized tapeworm. I see it just sitting in my stomach, just like that, kind of. Yeah. Hate
Well,
that.
wasn't there? Who's that? There was some famous person that ate a tapeworm, didn't they, to try and lose weight?
You're
You know that
joking.
Channel 5 diet programme
No.
I was doing the other day? That was one of the facts that I had, was that they had... Yeah, I'll put it on my phone.
You're like, I'm going to call you Velcro knowledge.
Why?
You have what I call Velcro knowledge.
What's that?
You walk past facts, they stick to you for a bit, and then you drop them off somewhere else and you move on and you get another Velcro fact.
Yeah, maybe.
You have Velcro facts that stick to your top.
Velcro fact.
Do you dance?
Up there for thinking, down there for dancing. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing.
You excited about the weekend?
No.
Oh.
Should I be?
Yeah, because you can spend it with your really romantic, beautiful, lovely husband. Who's now got a jawline. Look, you've got a
I
husband.
just want to get out of London.
Yeah, well, that's the plan, isn't it? On Sunday, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll do it.
What do you mean? I've told my mum to come over on Saturday evening to join us.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm going somewhere. You've put the
I
bloody
really
idea
want
in my
to.
head.
I really, really want to go for a nice long walk, somewhere
Yeah.
beautiful with the dogs.
Well, beautiful within reason. We
yeah,
can
no,
only
like countryside or the beach or something
I mean,
like
if
that.
beautiful just means green, then you could go out there and just roll around on the
guys,
grass.
Guess what? We had the Speakmans on Loose Women today. You won't know the Speakmans. They do. They're a husband
Do
and
they
wife
speak
team.
about men?
And it was interesting because I was like, I've never really met them before. They're on this morning and they had their
Yeah.
own show. And I was saying to all the producers, and I said, "What are they? Are they for real?" And they went, "Oh my God! All the years that we've been on this morning, all the years that they've been working with people with phobias or
Yeah.
anxiety and everything, they have never failed once to cure something. They're brilliant with anxiety."
Oh, right.
Okay, so they showed them a picture of my room upstairs,
Right.
you know. And they said, "Listen, is there anything you can do to help Nadia? Because because you know how I get really upset about this thing? I know we laugh about it, but I get everything tidied up and then I destroy it."
ADHD, a lot of people have
Christine
come to-
Lampard was saying, "I want to come to your house
didn't I?
and I want to sort it out." And Jane Moore, Donna, they're all saying, I said, "I don't want you to." I said,
No, I don't
A, it's
either.
really embarrassing. B, you will do that. But whatever
Yeah.
happens within a few hours, I will have... So anyway, the Speakmans, and I'm going to go and see the Speakmans about this,
Right.
because they said to producers behind the scene, what was Nadia's childhood like?
Right.
And he went, "Oh, no, we want this to be a fun item."
Oh, right.
But anyway,
What was
it's
it about to do with-
something from my childhood that's making me do that to my room. And they can cure me. I can become an organised person.
Do you know what it is from your childhood?
Well, no, because we were making it a fun thing and we didn't want to make it anything that wasn't
Oh,
fun.
right. But a lot of people have commented on our Instagram account that it is an absolute symptom of ADHD. I mean, a lot.
I want to get...
And a lot of people have said, get yourself diagnosed, because friends of theirs go onto the Instagram posts, loads of people saying, this is ADHD, because
Yeah,
it's one of the
I
things...
said that at work. So I said
Yeah.
lots of people on our social media have said, right, I want to go and have a diagnosis because I feel like I'm going mad. It's like today, I left here, I closed the front door and my heart just sank and I just thought,
Why?
the place is a tip. It's why can't I just organise?
What, your bedroom?
Well, just whole areas of the house are just a tip. I can't organise them. I can't do it. Or I do, and then I sabotage it.
I tell you what, why don't we start this evening in this home time with just that drawer?
Oh, God.
Yeah, why don't we? It's a nice focused place. Why don't we just literally focus on just this drawer? And let's do a portrait of, because, oh look, there's so many things in here that are just so strange. For example...
Well, you know, if we were doing a Maria Kondo,
food,
what
please.
we do is have to put this all out on the table and
Yes.
everything that doesn't give a spark of joy, you
Yeah.
have to get rid of it. But I just can't be bothered. I don't want to. I just don't want to.
That might be part of the problem about why rooms don't get done.
That's a really horrible drawer.
It's a really horrible drawer, but it's a drawer
I'm
that we
not
could
up to
use.
it. I can't. I'm not ready. I just tip it all into a bag. I don't want to go through it. I mean, what's in there? What is in there?
You sound just like... What's the guy in Idiot Abroad?
No.
You sound just like Mummy. What is it? What's in there? What's the point
What
of
is it?
Why? Yeah, but look.
Ah, that I'm making banana
Oh my
cake
God!
now.
I'm sick of the banana cake that you're constantly not making because
I
fruit
made
flies
one
are in here
last
all the-
week. And everybody ate it, if you remember.
It was 3 weeks ago. I don't think you have a real comprehension of time, babe.
Well, time isn't a real thing anyway.
It's a totally artificial construct. A bit like numbers. We were having a chat with an educator the other day about dyscalculus and how dyscalculus as a thing, I think Nadia has, and my mum certainly has, Nadia.
Explain to me what dyscalculus is.
Dyscalculus is like dyslexia, but around numbers. And it was really refreshing to hear our educator specialist lady, Mary Poppins, I don't know if you remember, she flew in last week, saying to us, because it's something I've often felt, that there is nothing that connects three things, you know, like say you see 3 oranges, with the graphic of the number 3. There's nothing that's actually logical about the number, you know, the digit 3. It's as much of a fiction writing, you know, the shape of a 3. Yeah.
And I really don't understand that.
Go on then.
I loved it when she said it, but
Yeah.
afterwards I thought it doesn't really mean anything.
It does.
Because you can say that about any
Yes.
word. So, bottle.
Yes.
It doesn't mean anything.
This
it's
is
just a bottle.
this is semiotics. This is what we were talking. This is everything I studied at college. We all sign up to an entirely artificial system of signs that makes sense of the world.
Right.
That system of signs is both a linguistic one and a numerical one, but the numerical one is actually also a linguistic one because it's as arbitrary as the letters that we apply to anything. Go to any other language, Mandarin or Russian, you have different letters for different, you know, you have different symbols for completely different phonemes. So all of these things are totally arbitrary. And my argument about things like dyslexia and dyscalculus, and I think for a lot of kids that struggle with learning in some ways, it's not actually about struggling, it's about something within them recognises that the system is actually arbitrary and struggles with relating it to themselves. So, you know, it's why you get a lot of very creative or successful people are often dyslexic, because they'll turn the sort of energy into the real world, into actions that are non-verbal. So there's verbal and non-verbal, and I do think that by understanding that all of these things are arbitrary, it's a system that we sign up to, and it's a system that some of us have control of and can work with, and some of us can't. But I don't think we should judge people who struggle with it, because actually, who's struggling with what? They're struggling with something that's totally artificial and totally made up. Every word is a fiction. Every word.
Of course it is.
And you know, what? Why is that funny? What are you laughing at? I don't get it. What's so funny? Every word is a fiction.
It's like, I think you might have lost quite a few people halfway through that.
Oh, really? Oh. I'm sorry, I thought it was quite interesting. I thought that was quite interesting.
It is interesting, but it's like, of course it is. But it is what it is.
Yes, it is what it is, but I'm saying...
So it's like, to pick out any particular one. I mean,
yeah, but like, the fact that kids struggle...
existential.
It's so what?
I can't say it. It's so out there, there's no point discussing it.
Well, there is, because
we have language.
No. But by not discussing it, you're still making things like dyslexia a stigma. You have to embrace it and just understand it. You can't do anything about it. It is a statement of fact. But by understanding it's a fiction, it can make you be a little bit more understanding of how the dyslexic child or the dyscalculus child is struggling with a completely notional idea. When you actually unpack it, what it allows you to do is make sense of it, I think.
Yeah.
I do. I think that was quite interesting. You might have all turned off, and I'm sorry if you did. Didn't mean to bore you.
Did go off.
Yeah, no, but I think there's a lot of people out there struggling with these things, and it'd be quite nice and refreshing and possibly quite, empowering to think, you know what, the problem isn't you, the problem is the system.
Oh, but absolutely. It's like time. I found it so hard to learn to tell the time. And I was talking to our homeopath the other day, and she was saying, you would not believe how many of my clients, adults, who cannot tell. Very bright people, educate people, and they can't tell the time. There's so many more people out there that can't tell the time than you would think. And she said, because it's a nonsense.
It is a non-boring. How can you say that and that's not boring? And I was just saying the same thing.
I didn't say you were boring, John. I didn't say the words you're boring.
It's why the same thing. You know how you often say you can get someone who's really intelligent, but they can't do practical stuff. They don't get it because it seems so sort of weirdly ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Shazam!
What is Shazam?
It's a DC character who has on his superhero outfit exactly that arrow.
Ta-da! It was so weird. I got to work today and I thought, why have I got a thunderbolt across my breast? Do I look ridiculous?
It's quite a statement. I mean, you're wanting people to notice something, aren't you? What you want people to notice is pointing to your nun.
No, but the funny thing was, I'd gone all the way on the train and it had been really packed and I'd been standing like this all the way with my fanny right in somebody's face. Got off the train, was walking into the studio, walking across the road to the studio, and one of the makeup artists was coming along. Oh, hi, how are you? She went, your flies are really undone and totally open. So I must have been standing on the train like this with my thunderbolt pointing down to my open flies.
So you had your fanny out and a thunderbolt pointing towards it?
Exactly. At rush hour. There you go.
Hey, there are pervs on the underground as it is. Don't need you coming along with a grape, but that looks delicious. That looks lovely. Thank you.
Greens and salmon. Because everyone thinks I'm starving you the whole time.
To say, someone said, can Nadia cheer up a bit? Recently, Home Time's become a bit miserable to watch because she seems in such a bad mood. I was shocked.
I think they're the people that really have got a big crush on you.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Can you just be nicer to him? He's perfect, he's wonderful, he's lovely. And I always go, well, he's a bloody nightmare to live with.
Right.
But I love him.
Bloody hell, I've bored people, I've lost people.
I never said
I'm a nightmare to live with.
I never said bored. I said you may have lost, you're very... You know, you approach things.
Choose your words, very what?
Way, and I think that you might have just gone off on one a bit. But I didn't say boring. I meant that you might have lost people.
Baby fanny's out.
I.e., you're very, very smart. That's actually what I was saying. You were choosing to hear boring when actually what I was saying was maybe it was a bit above.
I asked if you were looking forward to the weekend because your romantic partner was going to take you away on a romantic trip for the Sunday.
Do take me somewhere for a surprise. Yeah. Take me somewhere lovely.
I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to surprise you with where we go. What were you just saying about
I was
me?
saying there was a comment from somebody on under one of the vlogs saying, oh, Mark, you are like a 9-year-old boy thinking poos and farts.
I don't think they're funny.
Bring up poos and farts with Nadia, and Nadia just doesn't find it funny. And it is such a boy-girl thing, that, isn't it?
Well, the girls find it funny.
Yes, but that's because you forced them to find it funny.
Are you trying to tell me that the girls aren't naturally laughing at me?
No, darling.
You are joking.
They feel sorry for
Do you know, one of the funniest comments I've seen across many of our various platforms was the Instagram post you did of our things that we'd forgotten to do, the notes on our Instagram. And I put, get in touch with this in my inner child. And someone had put, isn't he in touch with his inner child all the time?
All the bloody time.
I didn't know what to say to that, so I ignored it.
Mark! I was just going to say how nice to share a moment of silence.
Sorry to interrupt you plugging into American news. Have a look in there, it's really exciting.
Oh God, I can tell it's not going to be.
No, it is really exciting.
Screws.
You know what they're for? Fancy a screw? You know what they're for?
That's a book. Are they for the sleepers that we don't have enough of for the front?
Hey, you're thinking like a gardener now. You excited about that?
I'm excited when they're in the sleepers and the garden and it's all done.
You're only ever
I can't
excited
get
about
excited
the
about
end
the
result.
box.
What's happened to your whole idea of the journey is more exciting than the destination?
Because I don't believe these will ever make it as far as
Take one
the
out
sleepers.
and see how far they...
I don't think it will happen. I think
gonna-
they'll be here for in 6 weeks. These will still be here in this box.
Why are you making out like this won't happen when I've made it?
Sweetheart, because you asked me why I'm not excited about the screws, and I'm telling you, I'll be excited when the screws are in the sleepers. I'm not excited about them in the box. Yes, we're a little inch closer to maybe having a front garden that doesn't look like something out of an episode of Shameless, but we're still a long way off.
you want a long screw?
Well done. Screws. Have you got enough sleepers yet? Have you ordered another one? They're very short at the minute. Just got to get what Mark was just saying. He was just saying it to me, and I said, "You've got to say this on camera." Say that.
Well, it's really weird. It's like, I know it's you when you come home from work, but it just doesn't. You don't look like you ever.
I was saying this to the subs the other day. I was saying,
you
it must
really
be.
don't.
So look at my hair is all done for telly. My makeup's all done for telly, and I was saying the difference on a day that I've done the telly and the day that I haven't is so massive. But I was saying, but you actually prefer me on the day that I haven't done.
It's not about the make. It's not a criticism of anything that's been done. Everything that's been done is right and it's lovely and theoretically is lovely. But it's not you. I mean, it's not you. Your head seems sort of rounder and bigger. Your body seems sort of squatter.
Well, that's
It's
ridiculous.
like you get decompressed.
My
and then,
body can't be any different.
No, but I'm looking at you and I don't see the same person that I see at the weekends. I literally don't see the same.
I am two different people.
I don't know if it's the sort of informality that you're feeling.
It's makeup.
And I don't know what it
It's
is.
makeup. It's the makeup.
And I
It's
find
the
your
hair.
face utterly inscrutable. It's like it's weird. It's just not you, but it's you. And it's not you, but it's you. It's you, but it's not you. I don't like it. It's weird. It's a bit unnerving.
How about this?
It's
Lot
better.
better.
That's an improvement. It's better.
Lot better.
Yeah. I'll take a photo like that.
It's sometime later, and he's
Smell
still
alcohol.
taking the piss out of me.
No, it dawned on me. I was having absolutely awful thoughts. And then I realised that it smells like you've had a wine. Are you secretly drinking?
bloody
Are you
wish.
drinking miniatures on the quiet?
I wish.
I realise it's because you come back looking daytime.
Daytime TV.
Yeah, you look daytime TV, which is odd, isn't it? Because I know the real you.
It's so lovely to have your company.
Yeah, but I know the real you.
Thank
You're
you
not
for sharing
daytime.
your company with us today.
I think we should do that drama where I have you as a daytime presenter, but off camera you're the most
No, but people will
unspeakably
think it's the real
horrific
me.
individual. Be good. You'd have fun with it. Yeah, you're too daytime, babe. Sorry, you're too daytime.
All right.
Far too daytime. You used to be more prime time in your naughtiness, but now you're very daytime in your naughtiness. So it's like, let's have soup.
What the hell are you? I hope you're not going to put this in. This is very bloody boring.
I don't actually know who you are.
Oh, darling, listen.
I don't.
Why don't you go for your run? Give me 20 minutes where I can just not have you talking to me non-stop.
You can have the whole evening. I'm just
Please
looking
go.
at you. Can I hang on? I just want to do this.
Well,
Just
babe,
look
I
into the
just wanna
camera.
get this
Just look
shopping
into the
finished.
camera. Take your glasses off and look into the camera for a bit. What is going on behind those eyes, babe?
What is going on behind those eyes is I must remember to put the jacket potatoes on. I must turn that wash off. I must order some food for tomorrow. And I must try and get Mark to go out and have a sodding run so I can have 5 minutes to think.
She's not Nadia. Sorry, you went out as Nadia, but something else has come back.
Babe, please go away. Please. Please go away. Please.
It's not Nadia. That isn't Nadia in there. That is not Nadia in there. It's someone else.
I love you so. I need your. Oh, babe, I thought you'd bloody gone.
Are you trying to convince me that this
Mark,
is Nadia
go
Sawalha?
for your
Are you?
run.
I need to ask you a very.
Oh my God.
I need to ask you a
I'm
very.
going to lose my mind.
I need to ask you an important question, babe.
Darling, if the question is, shall I go for my run now? The answer is yes.
No, it's not the
That's the
question.
only question I want to be asked. Ask me. Ask me.
Are you Nadia Sawalha off the telly?
God. No!
That's what I thought.
I'm Nadia Sawalha from Crystal Bloody Palace.
That's what I thought.
Now bog off.
Bye.
Mark, please go. I swear to God, I'm going to turn to drink. I need your love so badly. Ba-dum, ba-dum, I need your loving. Every day, I need your loving. Please go away. I love you so bad, I want you to go. I need your love to go now. You little shit. Go. Go. What do I have to do? Give you hard cash? Mark! Oh my God, babe. Please, you're tormenting me. Go out. Mark. It wasn't the grass that tickled your ass. It was my finger. It wasn't the grass that tickled your ass. It was my finger. Magic moments. We were once two lovers. It wasn't the grass that tickled your ass. It was my finger.
It's like a horror film.
Go away. Go and have your run.
Have you seen my
For
inhaler
the
anywhere?
love of God.
Have you seen my inhaler anywhere?
No. We can't go without it because there's terrible things.
I know. I've got really bad asthma today. Really bad asthma. If we get one out of the car. She's completely gone bonkers. I swear, there's something about Nadia today that makes me think it's not her. Do you ever get that with people you know, the people closest to you in your life? You think, hang on a minute, you're not the person I thought you were. Do you get that? Do you get that? I'm getting it right now. It's really odd. It's really upsetting and distressing as well. Classic female comment when you've just done a really fast run. That was quick. Inferring I haven't gone far enough.
No, inferring you weren't out long enough.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's fair enough, yeah. What about anyone else? But I just saw a film of Kim Jong-un who seemed like a very reasonable chap.
Oh, God.
No, in the press conference, they asked him a question. He seemed very normal.
He's a murderous psychopath.
Well, yeah.
No, you can't question that.
Well, no, I know. But the funny thing about all these things is, at the end of the day, it's a little bit like celebrities and stars, isn't it? When you're up close next to them, what you're struck by is how utterly ordinary they are. They are just human beings. And it's the same with these despots, isn't it? You see them asked a simple question, he just looked like a cheeky chap.
Then you hear that poor woman who was a prisoner. And
No,
her
absolutely,
family
I'm not-
murdered.
yeah.
And that poor American boy. I mean, how Trump was able to just stand there and say that he believed him when the parents of that poor American boy.
But do you think any of
He was
these...
sent home
No, I
in a
know.
coma, his teeth had been taken out. I mean, it's just horrific.
But do you think any of these dictators, do you think I bet you any money, a lot of these dictators are as entrapped by their situation as their countries are.
I mean,
you know, because I bet the
his
military are in
father-
control.
His father was before him. I mean, so
Don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating sympathy for Kim Jong-un. I'm not saying that. His human rights record is appalling. But my point is that these people, you know, we often talk about how the monarchy can't choose to be monarchs. You know, they fall into it and they have to just live with it. Well, it's the same with the son of despots, isn't it? Suddenly you inherit a
That's how he
country.
put his uncle.
Huh?
That's how he put his uncle to death.
Who? This guy
Kim
did?
Jong-un.
Did he? How did he?
He
Oh,
launched a missile.
no, that was one of his top officials. He used a ground-to-air missile launcher to shoot someone. Where a
Was
bullet...
his uncle the one that he tore to pieces with the dogs?
See, are these all urban myths or are these real? Is
Well,
this real?
she said it, that girl there
Did she?
that's escaped and living in just
Christ.
on the news.
I just sometimes wonder whether there's room, you know, like Ricky Gervais has done this comedy on Netflix about a guy whose wife dies and he's just horrible to the world. I want to
watch that.
Yeah, I want to watch that too. It looks good actually. If you haven't seen it, check out our trailer reaction. But I wonder if you could write a comedy about a dictator, or is it too sensitive a subject? Probably is, isn't it?
Too sensitive a subject.
Yeah.
I mean, just for that poor girl talking now, she said, you know, to hear Trump say, oh, well, he's a kind of odd guy and he's my friend.
But sometimes it's not to make light of it. Sometimes it's a bit like that Jerry Springer musical. The only way you can sometimes lampoon the ridiculousness of someone is through satire, isn't it?
Well, I don't believe in censorship,
no.
because I think
Well, apart from when I want to show the girls horror films. But we won't open
that's
that.
not censorship.
We won't. Well, it is. It's your
That's
censorship.
being a good parent.
So I'm not a good parent.
Not when you let one watch terrible films.
Okay, well, that's going to be the subject of a Confessions of a Modern Parent, is whether I let the girls watch too much and I'm too liberal and I'm too
Well,
irresponsible.
what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah. Do you think you may have on occasion? Would you be able to go that far?
We'll save it for the chat because it's more complicated than a simple yes/no answer.
Girls, dinner's ready.
So what are we having on our remarkable table for home time tonight?
We are having very simple dinner, really. Well, it's spaghetti, as a side dish.
You're having spaghetti!
Only as a side dish. Roast chicken, veg. You've already had salmon and salad starter. I've done your garlic courgettes.
I keep thinking, oh, my mouth tastes a bit fishy. Can I breathe on you, Kiki? Remember Zola Bud? Doesn't Kiki remind you of Zola Bud sometimes?
Yeah, she does. So guys, this is a really, really simple way to do spaghetti. I just do a bit of olive oil. I think in Italy they call it white spaghetti, blonde spaghetti.
Spaghetti white.
So you just put a bit of garlic, so a bit of butter, a bit of olive oil, a bit of garlic, little bit of black pepper.
You do that every time we do it. That's your thing. That's your thing. Do it again. A little bit of
A little black pepper. And then you just throw the spaghetti back in.
At the wall. What of?
Why's your eyebrow red?
Careful. My eyebrow's red.
No, sorry, I meant your, yeah, your eyebrow red. Yeah, that's what I meant. No, there's no other hairs to cut at the top. Oh no, yeah, here it is.
What's the brushy bit? Gee, the sound.
Careful with that. She nearly stuck that in your eye.
Just because you made me jump. If that...
Nadalushka, babalushka. What was it you were going to ask, Kiki?
Kiki, do you think that Mum, when she leaves, does the same person come back from work?
Daddy thinks I'm too different.
I think she's an
from the
imposter.
person
I think
that
she's
when
an
I leave
imposter.
because of my hair and
I think
makeup.
she looks strange when she comes back from telly. She's been on telly. I think she looks strange.
Who doesn't?
I don't think it's your mum. I don't think that's your mum. It's not your mum.
Maddie come in.
Yeah, she is.
She's a troglodyte. She's a lizard underneath skin. You can do it. I love the little comb. Makes me want to comb little things. But I haven't got any little thing to comb.
You can do it, do it.
Oh, do you know what I really want? I want one of those things that goes and you put it up your nose and it just circularly cuts all your nostril hairs. And then do you want to know what I want to do with it? I then want to weave a little tiny fairy basket out of my nostril hair.
What do you think, Kiki?
Would you use my nostril hair basket for anything? Might be quite a nice thing to put on your shelf.
What is that?
Eyebrows.
Yes, for eyebrows, baby. Come on, get with it.
Have you had yours done then?
You have to look, check mine out, look.
No, I need
Look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do they look nice?
Do they look different?
Do they look different?
Yeah.
Do they?
Oh, I did that.
Am I like rocking a look?
Yeah, you are. I don't know which one. But...
Don't know what look I'm rocking, but I'm rocking something.
Wait, have you eaten fish?
Yes, I have eaten fish. Do I smell a fish?
Yes.
Do I?
Yeah.
Why do I keep smelling a fish? Oh
Well,
my
because
God.
most people, when they've had fish, then brush their teeth.
What, at lunchtime?
Yeah.
What, they go
I
out?
would never eat fish without brushing my teeth.
Really?
Never.
I had salmon about 3 hours ago.
I've never seen you eat fish, Mum.
And you have to-
brush your teeth.
I bet- what, you would
You might
clean
not
your
see me
teeth
brush
if
my
you
teeth.
ate a salmon salad
Oh
at
my
work.
God, there's no way.
Why would you have a
Bear.
toothbrush with
Yeah,
you?
if you were out.
I've got a toothbrush at work. Got a toothbrush in the dressing
I've got a
room.
toothbrush at work. Well, not all of us have dressing rooms. Do you know what I'm saying? What, have you got a boyfriend?
No, what? No.
Don't ever get a boyfriend. Do you hear me?
Don't ever get a
Don't
boyfriend.
ever get a boyfriend.
Oh, that's like that
She's
video.
already at that age where she's going to start liking boys. This literature clip will
Oh.
come off.
You look like you've been kissing.
Huh?
You've been practice kissing with your hand like that, haven't you?
I've never done
That's
that.
so weird
That's
when
such a
people do
sad
that.
thing
Did you used to do
That's
that?
just so
Did you
sad.
practice kiss your hand?
No.
What did you practice
That's
kiss?
why it's not even the same.
What?
on boys.
On
You
boys.
just practice kiss boys?
Yeah.
Would you say to them you're a practice kiss?
No.
Who actually practice kissing?
That's not a practice, that's a kiss.
A lot of my
Do you
friends.
practice kissing? Did you?
I used to practice kissing all the time.
On your hand.
That's so, I've never
On my hand
practiced
and on a
kissing.
But it's not even the same.
And on a melon.
Actually, I used to kiss my Johnny Osmond poster
For practice, no.
just because I loved him.
I
What,
tell
like
you,
proper kissing?
And they called it puppy love.
say that again.
He was so ugly, still is.
Donny
Yeah, but
Osmond
the
was
idea
ugly.
of pretty is changing.
Like
Like you'd look at the boys we like now, probably and be like,
I tell you who I kissed. I kissed the front cover of Madonna's album Like a Virgin, touched for the very first time. like a virgin, like your heartbeat next to mine. Whoa, whoa. Anyway, I used to kiss the...
I hate her music.
I really liked it.
Kiki.
I used to kiss her all the time.
That's weird.
You still got it?
Kiss the album all the time. To the point that little bubbles appeared on the cover where the kissing lips went to.
But I never understand practice kissing because it's never going to be like how you kiss a human being
No,
anyway.
that's-
Yeah, but hang on a minute. If you were...
on a friend, but that's really weird.
That's even stranger.
Oh, I know friends that have practiced with that.
I'm
Like
sure I
girlfriends.
practiced on a girlfriend of mine.
I think I might have practiced on my dogs.
This is getting weird when we're like bestiality.
I practiced on Missy and then she shat on my bed. It was really upsetting.
Good, you deserve it.
Let's not move to two stories. We're just about to have dinner.
But babe, it was not practicing, is it? If you no, but it's not practicing if you were practicing on boys. I want to know about your practice. I just want to know more. You're weird. You've got a dark mind. Nadia Sawalha off the telly. You've come back and it's not you. It's not
That's
you.
'cause thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
Your mum.
Sorry, but I didn't care.
Thunderbird and lightning.
Remember that thing where you were like questioning reality?
That's exactly what I've got going on.
All the
Who is
time.
that?
No,
Who
not
is
that.
she?
But like, I
Who's
mean,
that?
so like with my audition yesterday, I was looking at my phone and it said 1:30, but I was convinced it was actually 3:30, but I was only seeing 1:30.
If you go that far with that, you can convince yourself that you're on a different day, a different person in a different place.
Are you all right?
I don't think any of us are all right,
Is she
babe.
okay? That's
No,
worrying me.
everyone gets right. When you really think, when I think about it, I go so weird. I'm like,
When you think about what?
Time.
life, the time, life, everything.
No, I wasn't. I was just so stressed, and I was like, oh my god, it's 1:30, but I think it's 3:30, and I'm seeing 1:30.
Look at this. Who's the biggest kid in this house?
You.
Oh God.
You've changed so much since this morning.
That is not your mum.
What do you mean?
No, it wasn't. It was
I
hyper this morning.
I was hyper.
Not at the very beginning of the morning when I came downstairs in the morning. You're like,
I was working.
And as we were,
did the impression.
Yeah, go on.
yeah, hello morning. Yeah. It's all work now after your auditions. Now it's all work. You know, we're gonna get back to all the working. As we were leaving, you were like.
Actually, he is pretty bipolar. You are pretty bipolar.
No, I'm
It's
not.
one. Mark, you're so extreme.
You're more bipolar than the films that are made about people with bipolar, playing that they've got bipolar.
Like that. What was that really good
You're
film with
more
Mark
bipolar
Ruffalo?
than Mark Ruffalo in Polar Bear.
Am I more bipolar than bipolar people? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. I suddenly feel really down.
Hey, apparently the new Gogglebox series is brilliant, girls. Do you want to watch one after dinner?
Yeah.
I want to watch it with you. Am I
We
allowed?
love Gogglebox.
Can I watch it?
Only if you shut up.
All right, I'm shutting up.
Oh my god, I hate when you forget what you're going to say.
God, that's dramatic, isn't it? All this happening over lunch. You're not their mum. They can't remember
The
things they're
time
going to
isn't
die.
the time
The
that it
time
is.
isn't the time, and I'm more bipolar than bipolar
So is
people.
that weird that I think that?
It's unusual.
Is it?
But I think something's going on
I
today.
think that.
Right, the only way to eat salad.
Mark, that is absolutely disgusting.
No.
I'm not filming that.
That's not disgusting.
That's abusive.
No,
of
one of the
food.
problems with salad is you can't get it on a fork. That's why I don't eat it.
When
But if
you're
I...
a Neanderthal,
That's not true. You spend hours sitting there trying to get something that isn't very substantial in your mouth, and you get less of it because
well,
it
I
falls
don't
off
think
your
we
fork.
want to watch this. It's not pleasant. Yeah, that would not have been pleasant to see. Much
People would
better
love
looking at our
watching that.
beautiful
They'd find
daughter.
that satisfying.
Say goodnight to all our subs.
Good night, subs.
Night.
You've all eaten. You've all eaten. Stay there. You've all eaten. Toffee is now resting her head on the table. Toffee. She's literally resting her chin on the table nonchalantly, Ned. Look, pretending she's going to sleep.